Oh, there's a recording. Oh, that's so cool. I can see it on my screen too.
What you know? Couple
Alright.
pints by
Baby.
What you know?
This is
Talking conspiracies, drink a
Let's
couple
go
beers with
during
me,
the
maybe
first,
Kollin too, because I'm spitting on the beat and I got that fire flow, just like we got and we the best podcast you ever for show. Like, hey, couple pints by, hey, couple pints by.
crack a brew and sit on back,
There
baby.
you go. Shit, we blew past it.
Oh.
Fucking that's where we'll start.
We blew.
That's where we'll start. Oh shit, we blew past it. Fucking swab my nose and call me positive. Welcome back to the first video episode of A Couple Pints Pod and the only episode where JMac may or may not have coronavirus. So we're doing it remotely, folks.
So weird.
Coming
May
in
or may
live
not.
from
We
Southold.
Bam, he's in Southold. I'm here in the Dirty Dobbs having fun.
I'm also asymptomatic. So
That's right. Can't get it. Won't get it.
today
Ever.
I got them antibodies, biatch. So folks, today we are going to be chatting about fucking Epstein.
He's back. He's
Well,
back.
that's what you think. I'm
You're
excuse me.
skeptical.
I'm not convinced. I just found this article about the town in which Collin's about to talk about, and there's some crazy shit going on there. So either way, I think it's going to be a fun episode.
I'm sorry, man. When you said that, you made me think so much about the fact of the pictures I have on my phone when they're wheeling him out of the jail cell on the stretcher.
Oh, and you think it looks like the wrong guy, right?
It's not him. I can tell you that. Let me see. You know what? Because these pictures are on my phone, I'm pretty sure
So-
I could show it. It wouldn't matter.
Introduce what you're talking about, and
All right.
then we'll talk about your idea, and then I'm just gonna start reading the highlights of this article, and we can talk about that because this shit is fucking crazy.
Okay, so everyone obviously remembers how he freaking died. He hung himself in his jail cell in a maximum security prison on suicide watch in a New York jail cell. He hung himself with his bed sheets hanging off the side of his bunk. Okay. That's okay. Sure.
And
Sounds good.
that's what one coroner said. There were also multiple who were like, "Nah, bro, this is blatant evidence of him being choked the fuck out in a high security prison."
So there is a bone in your throat that one of the coroners was talking about. If this bone breaks in your throat, it means it was broken from you being fucking strangled. The bone can't break from being hung because your neck goes backwards. It has to be snapped down in a downward fashion. So the only way to push someone's neck down like that while breaking it is by literally doing it the old style way, grabbing them from around, shoving their head down, turning their jaw on the top of their head one way, and just detaching it from the top. And that bone was broken in the two specific spots, which indicates his mandible slid down into his neck and broke it. I think it's I'd have to ask Brie. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I found the picture. So they have a side by side. One of it's when he's alive, and the other one is when he's being wheeled out. I don't know if they'll be able to see this, but okay.
Oh
There
yeah,
it is.
you
Okay.
can see it pretty well.
Now look at the ears. Look at the freaking ears. Okay.
Even the
Now-
hair color and everything else.
I understand that he was probably fighting for his life. Okay. It was
Okay.
a guard switch. Cameras went out. All of a sudden, next thing he knows, this literal hitman comes into his cell and starts trying to kill him. So I understand he might have some bumps and bruises, but the cartilage in your ear isn't going to change unless you have severe cauliflower. And I'm pretty sure that Epstein didn't do mixed martial arts for his whole life.
I was also about to say you don't get cauliflower ear from one fight because I've been in a few and
Yeah, he's
my-
not a.
my ears are normal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not a triple black belt in whatever.
Yeah, he ain't on that Brendan Schaub shit.
No, he's not thick either. So
Well, yeah, that's beside the point.
that's where I literally, and JMac knows, when we first did this, I was losing it on that fact. I mean, how?
Are you talking about episode 10 or the first time we talked about this?
Epstein 101?
Yeah.
Because at the very end of it, we talk about how he was pulled out of the jail,
the
and I was like,
ears
that's
and
not
stuff.
him.
Yeah.
It's not him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm thirsty. So that right then and there, obviously JMac freaking knew that this story and this saga of Epstein was not over.
And that's sort of the precursor to what you want to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because like JMac said in the beginning, a man claims that pedophile Jeffrey Epstein is not dead, and he was spotted in New Mexico. Near his just happens to have one there by no coincidence whatsoever. He has a fantastic fortress of a ranch in New Mexico.
The Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, yeah.
Yeah.
So you brought that up to me. I said, let me look into it. I looked into it and I found something way fucking cooler than what you're talking about. But I'll let you go on a tangent for a little bit because, you know.
All right, but I want to just clarify something.
We're 7 minutes in, so
I want to clarify
do your
something.
thing.
If you disappear, if you just disappear off the face of the earth, and everyone believes you are pronounced dead, everyone assumes you're dead.
No one did though. That's
most of the
funniest
population
shit.
wanted him to be dead. Let's put it that way. They wanted him to be dead.
Well, we want him to be dead, but the fact of the matter is, and what evidence suggests, is that he's not.
Nope, he's still around. And so now all of a sudden, most of the public is like, let's sweep it under the rug. It's been a few years, been about 2 years, going on 3. We don't need to worry about it anymore, okay? Okay. It's a worldwide pandemic. You can't go anywhere. Everyone's on lockdown. Different states have different shit. All of a sudden, it's the perfect time for a slip up.
That's actually wild. I never thought of that.
It's the perfect time for a slip up.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean a slip up?
So this comes out because everyone is starting to feel, okay, this is slowly over. We can slowly start getting back because they have this vaccine now. We can slowly start getting back. And now all of a sudden, Jeffrey Epstein is randomly spotted again.
On his ranch. That currently this article says the FBI is trying to seize, which is even more like, is it a deep government conspiracy where they're trying to protect him, or is it just they honestly believe he's dead and they want access to this ranch? But also, as soon as he pops up, they're like, nah, we're gonna like.
You and I both know that he was helped by Weiner, and then he was helped by Clinton, and then he had all of these very powerful friends in the royal family. So either he, like we said in Epstein 101, has enough blackmail to bring down the entire government or figureheads as we know. And
well, I think this presidency kind of proved that a little bit.
Yeah, so I think either he has enough information to toss this world into a blender.
He does. I don't think there is an either or. If he's alive, he has the information to completely deconstruct American trust within our government. Like, it's insane.
So who wouldn't want to protect him at all costs?
But also, why do politicians like fucking kids so much? What's the deal,
dude?
What's the deal?
I don't know.
Anyway,
remember? Yeah.
Sorry.
We won't talk about that freaking Pizzagate.
We've talked a lot about it.
I know we talked a lot about it, but still, imagine if that was true, the amount of shit that you have on all these people who like to torment children and take their blood and drink it for the adrenochrome.
Especially if you're the
especially if you're the one hosting all these parties.
You're
Having people come
the
to your island in your secret underground torture chambers.
what's the guy who runs the circus? You're the ringleader, right?
You're the ringleader.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I hate that this is the first episode you're not drinking Budweiser.
I know. It's a Corona.
I wonder why.
Can't imagine. Can't taste it.
So you came to me, you're like, Epstein's alive and well in New Mexico. And
Yep.
you're like, I'm gonna send you shit. I said, well, let me look into it for myself. So I
Let me
did.
just take a peek. Let me take a peek, Ski.
And I read a couple articles, somewhere new, like local New Mexico papers. There was one by the Wall Street Journal, which was talking about how they want to seize the ranch as an asset to liquidate it and help pay off the survivors of the atrocities he's committed. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but I found this one. It's called The Soapbox at newrepublic.com. I don't know how verified it is. It seems like
Soapbox.
it seems like a personal blog by this guy Matt Farwell, and it was written in August 2019, which is around when he was spotted, right?
Mhm.
I think. Yeah.
Which was right at the height of a pandemic.
So what this article says is the town that his ranch was in is the home to like an absurd amount of conspiracy theories and like government cover-ups and
Perfect place to go.
insane shit. So it all starts with the Manhattan Project having testing sites for the first atomic bombs in the town that Jeffrey Epstein's ranch was later to be on.
Casual.
So the world's first nuclear weapon, codenamed Gadget, was detonated in New Mexico on July 16, 1945. Tourists can now visit the site. On
Get
the
a little radiation, have some fun.
Yeah, on the U.S. Army White Sands Missile Range to view the epicenter of a highly secret government conspiracy involving top physicists called the Manhattan Project. That is 100 miles away from this ranch. And
Only
it's
100?
That's the longest distance, so just wait. So this article is written as if Epstein's ranch is like the center, and then everything is branched off of that one landmark. So
Sheesh.
the Trinity site is at the edge of its radius, 100 miles away. Did New Mexico's other secrets throw enough to keep Epstein off the radar? Maybe. So this guy goes there to investigate, and he writes, last month I went to New Mexico to see what secrets I could find within the circle. Santa Fe, 23 miles away from Zorro, which is the name of his ranch, is the oldest colonial capital city in North America, one with a twisted history. The historic center of this small city in the foothills of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains is the plaza, an open-air park, and then he describes the town, very small town. Finishes the description of the town with, there's a Haagen-Dazs on one corner, at the only streetlight. This was once a drugstore, Zook's Pharmacy, that doubled as a base for Russian espionage during World War II. In filling prescriptions and ringing up customers, deep-cover Stalinist spies plotted the death of Leon Trotsky and later coordinated efforts to steal the secrets of the atomic bomb from Los Alamos 50 miles away.
Perfect place.
So,
Full of lies, conspiracy, treason.
then he continues to say there are dozens of other strange things within this radius of Epstein's New Mexico ranch. There's the Armand Hammer United World College of the American West, a selective international boarding school founded by Armand Hammer and Prince Charles, originally a resort hotel built on hot springs that are sacred Native American land.
Hold on. You said Prince Charles. Now you mean the Prince Charles of the royal family, correct?
I'm assuming that's all it says. But yeah,
And you said it was for international children, correct?
Prince Charles, who's associated with Epstein, owns an international boarding school in the middle of fucking nowhere in New Mexico.
On what land does it happen to be?
On sacred Native American land.
So what happens if anyone finds out you dug there or sees you digging there? You're banished. You're shunned. You might be tossed in jail depending on what you find. Ooh, am I just connecting random dots? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here.
I don't know. But then
talk about a freaking cover up.
You remember how do you pronounce it? Dufresne? That girl?
Yeah.
So she had been to this ranch, and that's just a part of this thing. She was unfortunately
taken up behind the barn.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a respectful way to say it, but yeah. The guy who did it worked at Prince Charles International Boarding School.
Oh, yep. So you know for a fact.
And you're going to lose your mind at this one.
Oh, no.
He was Bill Clinton's Secretary of Energy and New Mexico's governor.
Are you? I'm about to shit a brick.
Just wait. Then it goes on. There are also sites within the vicinity of Epstein's ranch where the Catholic Church hid its pedophile priests in local parishes until a tsunami of lawsuits from victims forced New Mexico's largest, exportation of protected people. I don't know how to say that word, but I Googled it while I was waiting for you, and that's what it means. One of these places is Jemez Springs, an isolated resort in the middle of federal ranges, Pueblo nations, and national forests. It's 50 miles away from the ranch, but it's in the middle of fucking nowhere and hidden by trees. So here, the Catholic Church still, and this was written last year, operates one of two treatment centers in the United States
quotations
for pedophile priests.
If you think for a fucking second that those priests who are going there to seek help or get reformed aren't just doing the same thing at a higher standard in secrecy because they finally got caught, you don't have a brain.
And they're in between an international school owned by a pedophile and a pedophile's ranch. Like, really?
Not to mention some of the richest families in Britain that owns that place.
No, the richest. It's the family that owns Britain. So I got potentially one last thing to throw at you, maybe more than that.
Everyone in that vicinity would shut their mouth and not say a damn word.
So I'm going to read one last part, grab another beer, and you can just go on a tangent while I get a beer. But then it leaves off on that. So now we have... Let's recap. We have the Manhattan Project 100 miles away, and they're testing nuclear bombs in secret in World War II, during World War II.
Yep.
Then 50 miles away, we have this secretive parish for pervert priests to go get healed, which we all know isn't happening.
They're not getting healed.
Then, oh wait, I scrolled too far. Hold on. Then, in between the testing site and the pervert parish, 80 miles away from the Zorro Ranch, which is Epstein's ranch, is a Trementia base, a bunker and vault complex owned by the Church of Scientology, an elite owned by the Church of Spiritual Technology, an elite and secretive order within the Church of Scientology, with hardened rooms storing L. Ron Hubbard's first writings. Hubbard's thoughts will survive anything, as they're reportedly inscribed on etched titanium plates with titanium containers filled with inert argon gas. The location is hardly a secret anymore, since the Church of Scientology's logo was recently added to the roof of the building.
I almost had no idea what to say to that until I remembered that Bree and I, when we were in California, watched this whole documentary on Netflix about escaping the Church of Scientology. Dude, if that place has any sort of connections with Epstein, no matter what he does in the area, no matter who goes to the area, no matter who travels through the area, I guarantee it that there is a picture of their license plate taken, a photo of who is driving the car, who's in the car, and it is 100% transmitted to someone watching whoever's driving down the street in this giant room that has the TVs on there. I guarantee you are being watched as you travel through that section, that 100-mile stretch. You are being watched the whole time.
So then I'm going to get a beer right after this one. The Zorro Trust, which was a shell company that Epstein created just to get this land in Mexico. He made up a fake company to buy land in New Mexico. The Zorro Trust completed a purchase of land owned by members of the King family, a powerful and prominent New Mexico agricultural and political dynasty who was later shown to be linked with Epstein and visited Little St. James Island. So how deep does this shit fucking go, man? Fuck. This isn't even... We're like barely a quarter of the way through the... You can't see it, but we're barely a quarter of the way through this article.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow.
His annual cost for paying off the land from New Mexico to the King family was $889 plus a 2% interest fee. You
2%.
bought an entire ranch for the amount that I pay to rent a fucking shithole apartment? No,
they gave you that ranch so they can come and literally, oh, dude. Whoa. How, honestly, it does make sense why no one knows about this place and why no one ever would know about this place.
Oh, yeah. Wait, before I get my beer, sorry, then go off. But then it goes on to say that 25 miles to the south of this ranch, there's another secret ranch. So now the bombs are being tested up here.
Mm-hmm.
Pervy priests are being converted down here. Fucking Scientology is somewhere in the middle of those two, right around here. Epstein's ranch is here. Right over here is, while they're testing atomic bombs, they're holding Nazi scientists and doctors in this secretive ranch in New Mexico, 25 miles southeast of where Epstein's ranch was.
Sick.
Bro, this town, we know why there's no documentary on it, because no one's ever going to talk about it, because it's like
ever bring it up.
It's the most fucked up place in America, I think, at this point.
Damn thing.
All right, I'm going to get a beer. Talk about it. I'll be right back.
Beer. Good God. Okay. There's no freaking shot that even if this place is still that secret, how on earth does every single person that goes there, every single person that currently works there, how and why do they keep their mouth shut? Now, I understand for the Church of Scientology and I understand for the priests, because they're probably sworn to secrecy when they sign in, which I know Scientology is, but as soon as you fuck a kid as a priest, come on. Your name's erased off the face of the earth. No one's going to want to know who you are ever. But let's say the people on the ranch who uphold the ranch, it's almost the same scenario as the workers who were caught hopping on a boat and going to Epstein's Island when they were stopped by that crew, that whoever was that literal TV show or documentary that asked them, why are you going there? Can you tell me what you do there? And they say, no, I can't. I'd rather not be a part of this. I want to know how secret and what kind of level of security do you need to have to even be on a need-to-know basis for that area, let alone even be a part of what's going on there. Because I guarantee those are the most sick, twisted, and insane people who are there to help or keep it safe at their job. I can't imagine what kind of disgusting priest is there bringing in other pedophile priests and doing nothing about it.
Well,
I can't
no.
imagine.
Where the priests are is like strictly for like if you got caught. Like
Exactly.
it's not like a ring of pedophiles. It's like the church actively acknowledges that you did that and they send you there for spiritual healing,
Exactly. I can't imagine what kind of
which is
sick,
conducted by
sick
other
priest.
priests.
Exactly. What kind of sick man is running that thing? Because I guarantee he's not doing jack shit. He's not doing anything. He's probably giving you an attaboy. Honestly. That's disgusting.
Imagine if this is the last evidence of either of us existing.
I know, that'd be insane. At least it's on video, though. At least we have it.
And I'll get fucking listed as dying from corona, even though I don't have symptoms.
That's right, even though you're asymptomatic.
Also, disclaimer:
Corona
my beer fridge is my own mini fridge in a quarantined area of my house. Just had to throw that out there. And the beer still tastes amazing.
still flowing.
So we don't have to end it because I feel like we're on a roll, but we are at 26 minutes, just so you know.
That's awesome.
So yeah, dude, this fucking town, it doesn't even ever say the town's name either. It just says within the vicinity of the Epstein Zorro Ranch, there's all this crazy ass shit that has happened over the decades and still happens to this day. And this is how you know, this is how you know from episode 1 to right now, Kollin started to get me on his fucking side here.
Yes. I still can't explain. Do you think it's just the power that people feel? That's why they don't say anything ever? Or do you think it's the money that just keeps them so hush?
Definitely money.
You think it's the money that just clouds their brains?
Well, think about keeping a secret, dude. Like, let's say, like, I don't even know. Let's say I did something really fucked up. I don't know. Name something. I did something wrong. And
pushed a baby in a wood chipper.
Yeah. And I come home. And I'm like, hey, Kollin, I pushed a baby in a wood chipper.
What?
Yeah, you're going to be like, first off, that's the end of this. But
Hopefully
also,
he tossed it by the legs.
But also, I hope your immediate reaction would be, even though this is one of my best friends, I have to tell someone about this.
Yeah, I don't think I could keep it a secret, dude.
Now, if I said, hey, Kollin, here's a check for $100,000. By the way, it's yours if you keep your mouth shut about me pushing a baby into a wood chipper.
I'll give you this check for $100,000 if you just keep it a secret that
Or more than that.
tomahawked a child into a wood chipper.
I mean, these are literal billionaires. Like, God knows how much these people were paying other people to keep their mouths shut. So more than 100. I hand you a check for $5 million, and I'm like, if you open your mouth about me pushing a baby into a wood chipper, I will kill you and everyone you know. You'd be like, okay, now I'm $5 million richer, and everyone I know and love gets to survive. Obviously, you're going to keep your mouth shut.
I'm going to zip my lip.
Any person in their right mind would.
I'm going to run into a wall so I forget the conversation we just had and take this check and cash it. Oh my God, you got a very good point.
Yeah, like it has to be the money. It's not the power, bro.
No, it's got to be.
Oh, Bree just scared the shit out of me.
Did she really?
I looked away for a second. I looked back and I was like, yo, there's fucking a ghost behind you, bro.
It's a ghost.
Hi, Ray.
He said hi.
Hi.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, you can take the heater.
Hello, everybody.
Just freezing my off in there.
Excuse me. Take the heater.
She looks like Ralphie. She looks like Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
I say we turn on the heat.
You want to breathe in all of that nasty.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Give me some black long pop.
Can't be worse than the studio.
Can't be worse than this dude.
Yeah, dude, shit's fucking insane. I feel bad because I wanted this episode to be electric. Like, we found this crazy ass shit and here's what happened. It's like I can't even wrap my head around it, let
This episode
alone
is electric. I mean, if this ranch and these things that happen in this area, all brand new facts to me today.
same. But it's especially now, like, the US government made, the testing site a tourist site, and now the Church of Scientology, or this elite sector of it, can now be found on Google Maps because for some reason they put a logo on the fucking roof of the building in the middle of the desert. Like, this priest place is well documented.
True.
All of a sudden, the craziest part is, and the essence of this video and why I'm so jacked up, is because like 3 months after someone says, I have video evidence of Epstein fucking alive, 2-3 months later, the FBI is like, no, we're seizing the ranch. No, he's dead. He's definitely dead, and we're taking the ranch.
No. We're
Now-
getting it for the money.
Now it's well over a year later. This was 2019. Now it's 2021, and guess who still owns the ranch?
Brand new ranch.
Guess
He's
who
probably-
still?
Jeffrey
Guess-
Epstein.
Guess who never subpoenaed the fucking ranch? The FBI.
FBI. Of course, the FBI never did.
It's
jack
insane. And it's even more insane that nowadays it's I almost feel like the whole new aliens and all this bullshit is to cover up the international ring and chaos that Epstein caused. Because
Oh, yeah.
I just thought about this right now, but wasn't Ghislaine Maxwell's father an Israeli spy?
Yeah.
And
he
then-
got murdered and tossed
and
off
then
his boat and body.
The only two countries on planet Earth who have had contact with aliens are Israel and the United States. When all this Epstein shit starts coming out, all of a sudden, the only two countries associated have been talking to aliens for years.
We've been talking to aliens for years. Don't worry about this guy named Jeffrey Epstein. He never
Yeah.
existed. He's dead.
He was an alien. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. It's like, I love the alien shit. I do believe in it. I hope it, someday we see some physical evidence of it. But at the same time, now that I read all this and did all this research today, I feel like it's just them being like, oh, don't worry about this one thing. Also, where were the first place aliens were discovered? Fucking New Mexico.
New Mexico. Bro, we might need to start looking strictly at New Mexico for a shit ton of new conspiracies.
Crazy shit happens in New Mexico, dude. Breaking Bad, bro.
Case in point, right there. I
Yeah.
am the one who knocks.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Gatorade me, bitch. Hey, Mr. White. So yeah, that being said, that shit's all insane. I feel like we're at 33 minutes. Maybe we should get into Beef Babe, whatever, and then we'll close it out.
Sure. What you want to go first?
Yeah, what do we want to start? Yeah, you ask me. Let's change it up.
JMac,
Oh,
what's your
okay.
beef?
Oh, dude, easy. Beef of the week, coronavirus, bro. Quarantining sucks. Don't get it.
Sucks dick.
I'm very thankful, and everyone has gone out of their way to remind me to be thankful that I'm not, in a hospital. But at the same time,
you're surviving a virus that has a 95.8% chance of survival from the beginning. Whoa.
yeah, and it's like
You're
I
thankful.
feel bad for people who have it worse, and even my friend who could be the only one who kind of passed it to me, which was my fault for going out and doing stupid
Making out
things.
with him. And
Yeah, but it's just like the fact that I'm asymptomatic and I just have to sit here feeling 100% and just
twiddling your thumbs.
literally just wasting time, it sucks. And that's my beef of the week. And my thoughts and prayers to everyone who has it worse than me. I'm very fortunate. I'm not trying to be petty and be like, man,
This stupid.
yeah. I'm just trying to say, like,
It's not real.
I'm just trying to say it fucking sucks. And whether you get it bad or you're asymptomatic like me, it fucking sucks. And I wouldn't wish this on anyone. And I feel bad for my family because now they have to quarantine. And just because I'm in the house, they all
It's just
tested.
a shit situation.
They all tested negative multiple times, but like the state calls me every day. New York State calls me, "Hey, how are you?" It happened today while we were trying to set up the Zoom call.
Oh,
we were
they
on-
called you?
Dude, we were on FaceTime and I was like, "Oh, I got to go. The state's calling me."
Oh yeah.
That's what it was about. Cause they're like,
Oh.
have you left your house? Like, is there potential you infected? It's a whole fucking thing. It's exhausting and boring. And I know it's like a first world problem to have because it could be a lot worse, but that's my beef of the week. I can't imagine
Solid beef.
I can't imagine you have too many beefs you spent the last week in fucking California.
Dude, my beef is warm weather. Like that shit sucks.
Suck a dick.
No, I have no beef whatsoever. Maybe the one beef I could say is slow drivers because when I was coming down here, oh no, people who rubberneck on the highway at accidents. That's a fucking beef right there. I'm sorry.
Has that
Just
made me? I don't know if I
by
publicized
it.
that, but I feel like that's been a beef too for me.
Drive by it. It has nothing to do with you. Drive past it so I don't have to sit in the traffic you're causing because you need to interject your thoughts and what you feel into someone else's life who doesn't even know that you're driving by. Okay?
You're right.
Just
you're right.
fucking go.
I'll admit I rubberneck, but when it's my turn to pass the accident, I accelerate. Like I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I'm not like doing like 2 miles an hour, like trying to examine the whole thing, you know?
Nah, I just go by. I'm like,
You don't
stop.
even look?
No, because I'm so concerned about not rear-ending the person in front of me who's going to slam on their brakes so they can look at what happened to the front of that car and the back of that car and who hit who.
Okay, true. Props to you. I can't help but look, but I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Cross my tips.
Yeah,
Jenna,
it's annoying.
who's your legend? Legend / babe.
Dude, my legend of the week. It's gotta be my mom, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
First off, she got me this dope ass and shouts out my last legend. You can't see you can't see the top, but it says, "Ooh, that'll cost you." And then it has the
Ooh.
Jeopardy logo. And
That's
that's
freaking awesome.
That's in referral to Alex Trebek when people make the wrong decision on Final Jeopardy, who was my
Ooh, that's gonna
my
cost
babe
ya.
at some point, but also my mom, you know, like my dad's been out in his workshop and my sister's just locked in her room. And every time I go upstairs, it's just like, how are you? Can I help you? What can I do? And it's like,
Aw.
shouts out you. It really
She's the
makes
freaking best.
it really makes me appreciate that this didn't happen to me in the studio and I'd be locked in my bullshit ass bedroom, just losing my fucking mind.
Dude, I would have to bring you meals and hand them to you because I doubt any of them would let you leave your room.
Well, I wouldn't leave my room out of respect, but then it's also like, what am I gonna shit in my fucking mini garbage can for a week? Like, so it's nice to just have my mom
Slide the
like,
poop bag under the door.
yeah, it's nice to have like that organization of like, okay, here's where you're gonna go. You know, we'll leave the dinner at the top of the basement stairs. We'll do this, we'll do that. It's like, all right, I got someone on my team, and she got me this fire ass t-shirt
That's fucking sick.
and
That's
a
a
bunch of other
nice
cool
ass
shit
shirt.
for Christmas. But
I like that a lot.
how about
Oh,
you?
Mama MacArthur.
What did Bree cook you this week?
No, you know who my legend is? Fucking me. Okay? I drove 4 hours today, got right back here. You know what I did? Didn't wait, unloaded the car immediately with Bree. After we got the car unloaded, start putting shit away. After I put some shit away, you know what I did? I cleaned the house vent so we can turn the heat on so everyone can be warm. I'm
And
the
then
fucking man.
Then after you did that, you got back in a car and drove for another 2 hours.
Got back in the car. I went to pick up my roommate because she needed to get home safe, and I wasn't gonna let any fucking joker of a Lyft driver bring her here. No, I was gonna get her back here safe, package delivered.
Mad respect. Oh, also, I have another babe of the week, which is Netflix for putting out so many fire serial killer documentaries.
Go to Netflix. Way to create a bunch of people who want to kill the neighbor next to them.
Because I have just been binge watching
you're thinking about just slaughtering everyone you see, but you're not going to do it because you know something bad would happen. But you definitely feel like you want to, and you plan it out in your head. You just know you're never going to do it.
No. And now if you ever commit a crime, they're just going to play this video back. But no, it's just like I went to school for psychology and stuff, and a lot of it focuses, and my favorite subject within psychology was always forensic psychology, because it's like passing the car crash. It's like, that's fucking crazy. Like this person to get inside their head. Anyway, so I've just been binge watching serial killer forensic stuff. And yeah, I've seen Mastermind and all this other shit, but it's really it's weird to say, but watching serial killers tell their story has kept me more sane than just like binge watching podcasts on YouTube, which I ran out of very quickly. So
yeah.
Oh, another babe of the week, dude. Steven Ranella, dopest dude of all time. The meat eater guy.
Oh, yeah.
Steven Ranella, sick ass hunter, really just solid dude, super smart. He's an author. He has his doctorate.
Gotta be smart.
He has his doctorate in something. I forget.
Talk about how in shape that man is to hike up elevation, slaughter a almost ton animal, and bring it back down in pieces.
Yeah, he's a really smart, really respectful dude. And
talk about an animal.
So I have a bunch of babes of the week. Do we want to do quotes or anything, or should we just wrap it up?
I don't even have a quote.
Yeah, I didn't think of one.
I don't have one.
I guess my quote of the week is swab my nose and call me positive.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
And my other quote of the week is I got a fucking pee, so let's wrap this shit up.
All right, dude. I guess you know what to say.
The bathroom's mad far away, but this has been, and we hope you enjoyed
the first
episode video. You now know what we look like. This is my childhood bedroom. The whole thing. This is the whole thing. No,
this is my apartment, and we know we're not much to look at, but thank you for watching.
But also, this inspired us to hopefully make more video content, get you guys on our YouTube channel. We love the fuck out of all you. Apparently Epstein's alive and New Mexico's fucking crazy. And this has been a Couple Pints Pod.
We're
out.